What are the differences between a relative visa and a visitor visa? The differences between a relative visa and a visitor visa in South Africa are significant in terms of purpose, duration, eligibility, and rights associated with each visa type. Relative visa. Purpose. A relative visa is intended for foreign nationals who are immediate family members of a South African citizen or permanent resident. This visa allows them to reside in South Africa for an extended period. Duration. The relative visa is typically valid for up to 24 months and can be renewed. Eligibility. Applicants must provide proof of their relationship to the South African citizen or permanent resident. This includes documentation such as birth or marriage certificates. Additionally, the South African relative must demonstrate financial support, showing they can sustain the foreign relative financially during their stay. Work rights. Holders of a relative visa are generally not permitted to work, study, or conduct business unless they have an endorsement allowing such activities. Visitor visa. Purpose. A visitor visa is designed for temporary visits to South Africa, primarily for tourism, visiting family or friends, or attending business-related events. Duration. The visitor visa is usually valid for a short-term stay of up to 90 days, but can be extended for an additional 90 days if applied for before the initial visa expires. There are also long-term visitor visas that can last up to 3 years for specific purposes, such as research or accompanying a spouse with a work visa. Eligibility. Anyone wishing to visit South Africa for a short period can apply for a visitor visa. The application requires documentation confirming the purpose of the visit and proof of financial means to support oneself during the stay. Work rights. Visitor visa holders cannot work, study, or conduct business in South Africa. However, a specific section, 11-6, allows spouses or life partners of South African citizens to apply for a visitor visa that permits them to work or study. Summary. In summary, a relative visa is a long-term visa for family members of South African citizens or permanent residents, allowing them to reside in the country with financial support from their relative. In contrast, a visitor visa is a short-term visa for temporary visits, with restrictions on work and study. The application processes and requirements also differ significantly between the two types of visas.